Why hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my TBR for 2018 and I'm kind of excited because a lot of the books I've had on like monthly TBRs and never got around to them. So hopefully this month and like throughout the year I can get to them. So I'm gonna just go in the pile order I have here and let's get started. So the first book I have on my TBR is Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. I was gifted this by Chris. I will link her like Twitter or something somewhere. But she's one of my good book friends and she gave me this and I want to read it. It is about a guy that has like some disease. I believe it's like tuberculosis or something like that. It is, yeah, tuberculosis. So hopefully I can get to this soon. Then a book I've had on my TBR shelf for a while, and I met Jenny Han like a few years ago. I've had this for like, I want to say like 3 or 4 years, and I got it signed. It's Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Saban Vivian. I think it's kind of like, what's the name of the show? Pretty Little Liars in a way. So, but it has more diverse characters, obviously. And I have the second book in this trilogy, so hopefully if I really like it, I can just flow on to the second book. And then the third book on my list is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I have the second book, Wind Witch, and I started this. I started it on my Kindle. I'm like 5% through it, but I want to finish it so I can read the second book, and then I got an e-arc preview of the third book, so hopefully I can read this too. And then I also want to read Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. I have the second book, Magic Study, somewhere on my shelves. But I really want to read this because I've had it for a couple years now and I've heard good things. So hopefully soon. And then I would like to read Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. My friend Chris, who I mentioned before, really likes this series. And I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Victoria Aveyard at Y'all West a couple years ago and got my book signed by her. So now I have to read it because like the 4th book is coming out, right? I've had it for like since it came out because it's still hardback. And then I would like to get to Highly Illogical Behavior by John Corey Whaley. I don't remember what this is about, but I know it has a lot to do with mental health awareness and stuff like that. And I got to meet him. It was really cool. He's super nice. Love it. And then I would like to get to In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. I also have another one of her books on my bookshelf. It is right here, which is The Woman in Cabin 10. So if I like this book, I can carry on and read her next book. This is like a thriller mystery suspense novel. And then I would like to read Every Day by David Levithan. I also got to meet him a few years ago and had my book signed by him. I've had this probably for like 3 or 4 years. I would like to read it. I have the sequel, Another Day, so hopefully I can get to this soon. And then I recently grabbed Red Rising by Pierce Brown because everyone's like, you need to read it. So hopefully I can read it and hopefully I enjoy it because like the first book of the spin-off series came out like on Tuesday. So I have no idea what it's about. And then I would like to read Autumn in the City of Angels. It's like a dystopian novel. It's like an indie author, local indie author of LA. And I've had this for like 4 years. I still have not read it. I started it. I'm on chapter 3. And I even had her sign it and personalize it. So I plan on reading it, and I can probably buy the sequel when I go to the Festival of Books. And then second to last, I want to read Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. It's like a Alice in Wonderland retelling. The second book is out. I would like to read this so I can find out what happens in the second book. And I've only had it for a couple months, so hopefully I can get to this soon. And the last book is Bonfire by Kristen Ritter. I got this as my November pick of Book of the Month, and I would like to get to this. I'll probably read it like more in October-ish time, unless I feel like I need to read it. I also have a TBR cup, which is a Halloween cup, and hopefully when I pick it, I'll be in the mood to read it. So those are the 12 books I would like to read this year, and I did horribly last year with this TBR thing, so hopefully this year will be different. And I will talk to you soon. Goodbye!